Motivation is dumb and stupid. All right, like and subscribe. Okay. What I mean by that is you cannot rely on just motivation to get to your goal. You need discipline. Okay. Motivation is basically you riding an emotional high to get you into doing something that will progress your goal. But motivation doesn't always last. It's very temporary. Now, this can be good in certain circumstances, but for long-term goals, you need discipline. There's an example from I think it's from David Goggins. That guy's a little too crazy for me, but he's very good at pushing through. Um, I think it's from his book Can't Hurt Me. I think this is where that example comes from. In the difference between motivation and discipline. Essentially, in terms of just using motivation, let's say you're going to get into running. Put your shorts on, put your shoes on. I'm going to go, let's go. I want to run, I want to run. Open the door, it's snowing. Your motivation kind of drains, and you just kind of, tomorrow when it's not snowing, I'll do it. Now, in the scenario where you're working off discipline, you're running. You're gonna run, right? You put on your shoes, your shorts, in a different order, I hope, and then go to the door, open it up, it's snowing. Ooh, that kind of sucks. But like I said, I'm gonna run, so put on the coat maybe and let's go. You see a difference there, right? One, the motivation, you're just working off this good feeling, like, oh, I'm gonna accomplish something, I'm gonna do it. But when something happens that's not, on the same wavelength as that happiness, it kind of, makes you not feel like doing it anymore. Discipline, you said you're gonna do it. You got to do it because you said so, right? So that's the main difference. Discipline is kind of what makes you do it. Motivation is kind of the emotion that makes you feel like you want to do it. There's a great webcomic from Imposter Comics. I'll try to put it on the screen. Basically, it's one example is this is what motivation is like. And it's like, this alter ego saying, "Hey, you can do it. This is gonna be great. Let's do it. Let's accomplish this." And in the rest of the comic, you see what discipline is like. The motivation basically makes you dig or tap into your discipline. That's what it's supposed to do. The motivation is supposed to make you tap into or turn on your discipline, which then makes you do it, makes you do what you need to progress towards your goal. That's the difference between the two. You cannot just have motivation. You need the discipline for when motivation fails you. So how do you get discipline? Practice. You're gonna have to practice. You're also going to have to dig deep and think about what you actually want. What do you actually want? I want to lose weight. Why? Well, because I want to be healthier. Why do you want to lose weight? Well, and maybe you want to get a girlfriend. Okay, why? For happy, because it makes me feel good, being fit and help me get a girlfriend. Why? Well, because I want to get married. Why? Why? Because I want to have kids. Why? I want to be a good dad or whatever. Why? Well, maybe my dad wasn't blah 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 blah. Okay, so you want to be a good example to your kids, basically, right? That don't exist yet. That's what you want, right? That's what you really 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 want, right? By the way, my dad's great. This is an actual example. But that's what I'm saying. You need to dig deep, deep, deep. Why? Why that? Why under that? Why under that? So that is what you're going to tap into. Next time, that in that example, that person thinks, I don't feel that motivated. The discipline will kick in, and what's powering that discipline is do it for your future kid. If you don't do this, you are failing your future kid. Oh, I can't do that. Motivation doesn't mean anything to me at this point. This I have to do it. That is my goal. I have to do it for them, for this, for X, whatever it has to be. It doesn't have to be for kids. It could be for, oh, I want to do this thing. I want to save this money to get this thing so I can finally get a mansion, so I can fit let my parents retire in there, whatever. Doesn't matter. Just dig like 4 or 5 levels under your original why. Pinpoint that reason and use that to power your discipline. Your discipline needs that power, and it needs that practice as well. You need to keep going back and saying, this is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it. Because it'll make it worth it. If you just run off the high of motivation, at one day, it's not going to work. It's not. People can't be happy all the time. And discipline is basically that. It's happiness that you're trying to wrangle into your goal. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes you need to train. You need to train the thing instead of wrangling it. Okay, you need to train it. It does this because of this reason that I said. So that's what I mean. Motivation is dumb and stupid. Get discipline instead. Start now.